If you clicked on this video, you're probably looking for ways to stop procrastinating and getting in the way of your own success. In today's video, we're going to talk about all the reasons why we procrastinate and how you can overcome it. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Ademi Ushoyo, and I teach you how to get more time, life, and energy out of each day through meaningful and intentional productivity strategies. Procrastination is one of the biggest struggles that we all face when it comes to really effectively managing our time. Whether we're putting off small, medium, or really large tasks, procrastination can always get in the way and really cause us to feel overwhelmed. Within this video, you're going to learn what are some of the root causes to why we procrastinate, as well as different tactics to get you out of your procrastination slump and right to working towards your goals. Procrastination is the act of postponing or delaying specific tasks and activities that you know that you need to get done. Procrastination can oftentimes have really negative effects on how we work, which can cause us to feel really stressed, feel really overwhelmed, as well as just miss really important deadlines. And it's really a hindrance to our abilities to kind of show up and really get what we need to get done. When it comes to procrastination, it's not something that you can just gradually work yourself out of. It really does require you to be very conscious and really make active steps in terms of really getting yourself out of that procrastination funk and really going towards making the steps to make progress towards your goals. Procrastination doesn't always mean that we're putting off the tasks that we don't want to do. It can also mean that we're putting off the tasks that we're really excited about. When I think about the reasons why I procrastinate, as well as the reasons why the people I work with or even friends procrastinate, it really does boil down into 5 specific buckets. The first reason why people procrastinate is the fear of failure. So being afraid to make a mistake, being afraid of being wrong, or being afraid of it not going as smoothly. The second reason that we procrastinate is a lot of times we're just feeling really unmotivated. There's a lot of things that are going on in our personal lives or with everything that's going on, and the last thing that you might want to do is something that you know that you're really excited about, but you just don't really have the energy for. Another reason why we procrastinate is that we're overwhelmed. A lot of us procrastinate, especially if you have just a really giant to-do list and there's so many different directions that you're being pulled in. It can be tricky to know exactly where to start, and as a result, you just don't do anything. Another reason I commonly see, especially in people who are trying to pursue creative or entrepreneurial endeavors, is perfectionism. Wanting everything to be perfect before you get started, or wanting all of the clips, or wanting everything to just be exactly how you've envisioned it in your mind before you can really get out there and really put yourself out there. And the last reason, and this is something that I am also really guilty of, is impatience. I find myself someone who doesn't necessarily always procrastinate the smaller tasks, it's really the big ones. And it's because I don't necessarily want to spend an hour or an hour and a half doing the things that I need to do, and it just causes me to procrastinate because I just don't want to allocate the time. At the end of the day, the reason why we are procrastinating is because we're all avoiding something. And when you really dig deep into understanding what it is that you're trying to avoid, it can really allow you to stop procrastinating and really make the necessary steps to work towards achieving your goals. I want you to take the time right now and ask yourself what it is that you're avoiding and what is the reason why you're avoiding it. When you come up with your answer, leave a comment down below and let me know so we can talk about it. Before we dive into how you can overcome your procrastination, I also want to add that procrastinating doesn't also mean that you're lazy. While both of them are really a hindrance to you actively working towards achieving your goals, procrastination a lot of the times is really something that you might not even be aware that you're doing, or if you are aware that you're doing it, you're not really sure why it is that you're doing it. And the way to overcome procrastination really comes from really stepping back and understanding what is causing it, and then working towards the necessary steps to overcome procrastination? Well, laziness is actually a conscious act. You're consciously deciding that you're not going to do something, and there might be a lot of other external factors that is causing you to be like this, but at the end of the day, you know that you're not doing the thing, and it's really a symptom of being unmotivated. The first thing that you need to do if you are feeling lazy is to really work towards overcoming your lack of motivation first and then working towards being motivated. Whereas procrastination, you just have to work towards identifying why it is that you're procrastinating and then making the steps to overcome your procrastination. So I know we've talked a lot about why procrastination is really a hindrance on your time management and therefore hindering your ability to work towards achieving your goals. And so now I'm going to tell you about ways to overcome your procrastination and get back on track. The first step is to really understand why you're procrastinating. As I said before in the video, awareness is really the first step, and you know at the end of the day, you're really avoiding something, which is why you're procrastinating. And when you understand why it is that you're avoiding it, that big fear or that big hurdle that is really preventing you from actually working towards achieving and making that next step is really going to be a lot more minimal and really start to allow you to process and take the next steps in order to move forward. Another way to overcome procrastination is getting clear on your goals. When you're clear on your goals and your priorities, it can really be the motivational boost when you are feeling low and you're feeling like you're not doing something, especially when you have milestones and different checkpoints along the way, because then you can start to see your progress, and you know as you're starting to see your progress that you're not going to back down. If you're someone who feels really overwhelmed with everything that you have going on or all of the different tasks, breaking down those larger tasks into smaller, manageable pieces is really going to help you start to move the needle and make the progress that you need. For example, for me, one of the bigger projects that I'm working on, when I think about it in a grand scale, I'm always like, whoa, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. But if I'm able to, take a step back, give myself things that can maybe get down in an hour-based chunks, I'm going to start really being able to make things more manageable and start to make progress along the way. Another great tip is really creating routines. And creating routines that incorporate maybe some of the things that you don't want to do with the things that you actually really enjoy doing, I think is really helpful in terms of just getting the thing that you need to get done. For me, for example, I'm someone who doesn't really like working out as often, but I found that if I have it a part of my morning routine after I've completed all of the things that I really enjoy doing in my morning, it really does help me find that extra bit of motivation to just get it out of the way so I no longer have to think about a workout that I'm going to do later on. So take the time to really just look at some of the different routines that you have going on and see what you can slide in there in order to be able to get the thing that you're procrastinating done and start to really make that progress. Another tip I have is to simply just start. And this is for anyone who's watching this video and has this really great business idea out there, or want to start creating content, or you're just really looking to do something new. Just start doing it. Don't wait for everything to be perfect, because the reality is not everything is going to be perfect, unfortunately, and you just have to start. And over time, you're gonna get better. Over time, you're going to have the things that you'll need in order to make it as big of a production as you want it, but you're never going to get there if you don't start. So just start. And my last tip, which is probably the most important tip, is to really give yourself grace. There has been a lot going on in the past couple years, or even in this year in general, and there are a lot of reasons why we could feel overwhelmed that has nothing to do with what we have right in front of us. So give yourself grace, allow yourself the time to move in a way that feels the most aligned and allows you to feel that you can just work towards being freer and doing the things in a way that means the most to you and really just honors the fact that you are human. And there are a lot of things as humans that we are going to have to go through that can really take away from our immediate focus. And that doesn't mean that it's going to hinder us forever, but you know, if you have to slow down, if you have to take a step back, take that step back and go do what you need to do accordingly. When it comes to getting back on track and to stop procrastinating, having good habits and routines is really what's going to take you to the next step. If you're looking for a tool that'll allow you to keep track of your habits and really start to set goals, grab my goals and routines Notion template in my description box. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button and leave a comment down below as to what you would like to see next. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.